Cop routine went out the window.
Yeah. He did, didn't it?
Claston 72 says, what did you to break the Camaro?
It wasn't me.
Ryan 152,793 says, John, we can steal Pam Windows Law.
Guys, we got...
Kraken Fam says, hello all.
Hello, we got a level 1 hype train going. Let's go.
I sent back at 122 or 124. It was a mist of the rain. It looks like a fire. There's no fire here. All units can be clear back and forth.
Christoker underscore 1710 says, cheer 1, 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 cheer 1. Stream Elements says Christoker underscore 1710 just cheered 16 bits.
Thank you for the 16
Claston
bits.
72 says Klug broke the Camaro. DJ Skinny Steve says cheer 100. Stream Elements says DJ Skinny Steve just cheered 100 bits.
Thank you so much, DJ Skinny Steve with 100 bits. Alright, they said no fire here, guys.
Tiki Cat 1961 says Cheerwell 1000.
Thank
Stream
you,
Element
Tiki
says Tiki Cat 1961 just cheered 1,000 bits.
Thank you so much.
Ryan 152,793 says we can tell Pam we don't know what happened to her windows and put it in the Carmo.
That's right.
Ben Wild 202,567 says we in Pam car.
Yeah.
Texas Man the Legend says W Tiki Cat. Christoker underscore 1710 says cheer 100.
Thank you so much.
Stream Element says Christoker underscore 1710 just cheered 100 bits.
Level 2 hype train, guys. Let's go. We can make it.
Ben Wild 202,567 says always film 50.
Always, always.
Nikki underscore 12,141,617 says how is everyone doing tonight?
Wonderful.
Claston 72 says no smoking for John tonight.
I know. I know, trust me.
Ben Wild 202,567 says I've been in a hotel for 3 weeks because of her bathroom. Melanie Syop 1784 says how about I send you 15 inches of snow and you send us the rain.
No, thank you.
At Sorth Pang 8046 says hey John, are you using Pam car?
Yes.
Texas Girl 979 says -1. Wax Hustler 80 says how's Pam feeling tonight John?
A little better, actually. A little better. We have grandkids tonight, so...
Adbotrix says has correctly joined the channel. At Saddletramp 1860 says Tornado Watch.
Alright.
713 S rate secure. Clear.
Ben Wild 202,567 says is your car in the garage?
Yes. Yeah, if it wasn't in the garage, I might as well drive it.
Claston 72 says oh Pam was sick. Hope she feels better quickly.
Clear.
Claston 72 says what did you break on Camaro? Wax
Window.
Hustler 80 says glad she's feeling better.
Me too.
Ben Wild 202,567 says my birthday is next Monday.
Mine
And
is...
Sorth Pang 8046 says are you getting a drink?
I already got one.
And Country Rider 979 says hello peeps.
Hello? I brought a drink tonight.
1452 Station 1.
Claston 72 says John's birthday is 26th.
Mm-hmm.
There's no need for apparatus down here. This thing's going to get turned over to the county.
Ryan 152,793 says John at least we don't have to hide from the repo man.
That's right.
Ben
Nope.
Wild 202,567 says I am 71 backwards. Will Donovan says John you have 2 days.
Yes.
Senor Dasher OTR says send you a text sir.
Alright, I'll look at it in just a second. I'm trying to get... Let me pull over
And
already.
Nanadover says
I've
can
heard
John
it.
in Trunkies.
I heard it.
Syop 1784 says can you babe in Pam's car?
Yes. Yeah, I can. That I'm allowed to do. Who's secure radioing?
Crystal Brown is showing one Class B out of
Wild
county,
200
but they are pretty sure they're not going to
2567
confirm.
says, wait, your birthday is in 2 days.
Yes, it's on the 26th. That's my real birthday, November 26th.
Ben Wild 200 2567 says, nice. At Bug-L0L says, lurkers, like, follow, comment, share, subscribe, join, jump up and download, rock that algorithm, law. Wax Hustler 80 says to follow things going on a lot of you should follow John's Facebook and or Discord. Melanie Syop 1784 says, well, at least you're good on that side. Texas Man the Legend says if you hold the cigarette in your non-dominant hand, it doesn't count. Ben Wild 200 2567 says same as my grandpa too on that day too.
As long as this
Melanie Syop 1784 says when is Thanksgiving for you guys? Claston
The day
72
after.
says nice stop John.
Thanks.
At Dino Vittorio 9249 says hi John.
Hi.
Gunnysich says when is your fake birthday?
My
At
real
Dino
birthday is the
Vittorio
26th.
9249 says hi
Are
everyone.
you wanting a return?
All right, he said something about we're not going to do anything till this monsoon. Just advise clear, yeah. All right, we'll go.
Tagia Helsinger says my birthday is tomorrow. At Bug-L0L says Nanny Goat Joe.
All right, we're probably going to park somewhere and wait out
Texas
this rain.
Man the Legend says Buc-ee's won't recognize you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, man. If I don't get out. I think we'll go to Sector JG and sit there.
276. 706, go ahead.
Claston 72 says
family
let's
member
go park
had-
at Buc-ee's.
Should go to the guy that picked him up there and he's getting
Leslie Swaggy says John Head.
to that location off Division Road. They said they can see
Texas
the
Man the
vehicle
Legend
from where
says
they're
you can
at.
go to Buc-ee's. I'm not calling them.
Ah,
706, that's clear.
we got to get back in Clute. This shift loves me.
Leslie Swaggy says head home is not supposed to get better tonight.
Ah,
Stay safe.
I think I'll stay out. If I could just park in Clute.
Wax Hustler 80 says I'm clear on Sector JG notes.
All right, yeah. I meant to say C notes for location.
Texas Man the Legend says Sylvia won't recognize you either.
No. They'll recognize me. Trust me. They already know what car I'm driving.
Ben Wild 200 2567 says is it C knots tonight or no? At
Yes.
L0L says test. Test. If it were an emergency you would have been issued toilet paper. Line 152,793 says John. Next time we see 203 let's ask him if he broke our window.
I don't
Ben
think
Wild
he'd admit it.
200 2567 says for how long? DJ Skinny Steve says I looked at the radar, it'd say you got like 20 minutes of rain, the storm is moving quick.
Very good. Well, we'll hang out. We got the scanner
Texas
on.
Man the Legend says my little legend's birthday is on Turkey Day.
Oh, yeah, it'll rotate like me. Sometimes it's on Thanksgiving. Oh man, I forgot about her squeaky windshield wipers. I'm acting like she's responsible for fixing it. That would be me on the squeaky windshield wipers.
At Country Rider 979 says I wish I had some candy for this ride. Ben
Yeah.
Wild 200 2567 says it's a rainy night.
Definitely is.
At Sorth Pang 8046 says John what kind of drink?
I'm drinking.
Luis Rodrigue 1963 says 1000.
I'm drinking iced coffee that I made at home. Right before I went out, I made an iced coffee, so that's what I'm drinking.
Ben Wild 202,567 says it's good for the grass. Ryan 152,793 says, Jono, are you judging Pam Carr?
Nope.
Texas Man the Legend says, I tried those Reese's Peanut Butter Oreos cookie cups. I felt left down.
Oh, did they?
And Nanny Dodo says, my grandgoat turns 3 on Turkey Day as well, Texas Man.
Look at that.
Ryan 152,793 says, John, at least she doesn't have a broken window law.
You know? That's true.
DJ Skinny Steve says John is driving a tank tonight to assert dominance in Sector JG.
That's right. It has a few issues so far they haven't noticed.
Wax Hustler 80 says next person to ask if this is C notes or what happened to John's window must cash app John 1000.
1000, yeah.
Support.
Yes, this is...
Gunnisage says novelty Reese's are never as good as they sound.
Yeah, I know. They were. I mean, they weren't
Texas
perfect.
Man the Legend says having a Thanksgiving birthday is kind of cool. With all the early Black Friday deals, more presents can be purchased.
That's right.
Luis Rodriguez 1963 says 1000. The One Proud Nana says, did you get the registration up to date?
It's raining, guys. It's raining. It's definitely raining. Yeah, it's raining right now.
Texas Man the Legend says we saw and heard nothing.
That's right. That's right. We saw nothing.
The Joy of Mating says okay. 132 in Bush, I got him at gunpoint. Okay. 132 in Bush covers code 3. Vegas _ local says do. The One Proud Nana says law. Big Dave BCTX says we don't answer questions.
So, I'll go to this place in walker number 4.
Hello, sir.
At
Hi.
Country Rider 979 says, are we going to ride around until 2 a.m.?
We'll see.
Texas Man the Legend says, I did see you walk a considerable distance instead of pulling up to the action, but that's all I saw.
Yeah.
Vegas _ local says the reflection on the road sure is pretty. Wax Hustler 80 says next time you walk into Club PD, lift up at the carpet by the door and say you're there to see what BS they've swept under the rug.
Right?
Justice Born 07 says, hey John.
Hey.
At Bug-L0L says 1 like and 10 comments boosts the algorithm.
Someone doesn't scare me. Respect.
And Sorthpang 8046 says country said 2 a.m. join. Texas Man the Legend says, well, I can scratch tripping on a pair of blue jeans while getting my big toe caught on a belt loop of my bingo card. And Sorthpang 8046 says John.
Who hasn't done that? That happens to the best of us.
Wax Hustler 80 says, how's Justin doing?
Good.
Haven't heard much on him lately.
I talked to him the other day. He's doing good.
Texas Man the Legend says that was a first for me.
He's doing good for someone who the government tried to completely destroy. So all things considered.
Jessica P4A says 8. The Joy of Mating says, is this area of Texas known for bad policing?
Yes.
Texas Man the Legend says that sheriff was one of the dirtiest I've seen. Wax Hustler 80 says that's good to hear. Will Donlan says, did his verdict come back from court?
Nope.
Justice Born 07 says, have I missed anything? I just got on. And Sorthpang 8046 says, John, how is your pet pig?
He's doing okay. Doing all right. Where's the cover? I can get out and partake in a cigarette.
There's Robbie on the trash.
Let's go look over here.
There's Robbie on the trash.
Justice Born 07 says, is your back window fixed? It's raining law.
No, we're in a backup vehicle.
Wax Hustler 80 says, not at all gas station law. Texas Man the Legend says they like it when you stand real close to the pumps to partake in a cigarette.
Yeah. That's not even frowned upon at all.
The Joy of Mating says getting some burners. Justice Born 07 says, oh okay, nice. Texas Man the Legend says, follow me for more gas station tips.
It's a nasty bump.
Texas Man the Legend says, I got a burger from Food City the other day. Wasn't bad. And Nanigoto says, don't forget to scooch over and hit the thumbs up. OHN said if we get 100 likes he'll leave Twitch at Alligator Road and count how many times Cool PD tried to lure us down there. J Boogie 1620 says should clear out in about 30 minutes.
All right.
Senor Dasher OTR says, I guess the fighters are on strike because of the rain.
Oh, I can fix it in a second.
Big Egg 2022 says car wash smoke stop.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's actually a good idea. I mean, we're not gonna be able to do anything in the rain anyway, so.
The Joy of Mating says nice night to take a nap in the Walmart parking lot.
That's right.
Texas Man the Legend says it's coming down faster than the Eagles' halftime lead against the Cowboys yesterday. The Joy of Mating says I am gonna fall asleep to this.
guys out with me.
1452 Lake Jackson.
Wax Hustler 80 says the things anesthesia does to your body. I've not been the same since they loaded me with that shit.
We clear the scene and right back to
At
the city.
Countryrider 979 says, John, do you have a raincoat and umbrella?
Nope.
At Braden Media News Statewide says, hi. Texas Man the Legend says, windshield wipers.
Oh, yeah.
Amarilon says, my lights just flickered.
Oh, that's right. If my lights go out at home, we're done. Our streaming stops. Yeah, I'm still getting wet.
Amarilon says it's getting bad weather-wise. Texas Man the Legend says, people wagon, huh? I plead the fifth. Ingo to Trust 23 says, are we in Creek, John?
Yeah. All right, this ain't working.
Texas Man the Legend says, I saw nothing. Wax Hustler 80 says, he said wet.
Look at the rain, guys.
Amarilon says yes, and I still close to the old age. Wax Hustler 80 says, are you smoking?
Yeah, I'm back in now. I'm
For
back in.
the power line, pole is parked in the back at 326 Clinton Lane.
At Sorthpang 8046 says, try next one, John.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm good.
That's first out. For the
The Joy of Mating says, super relaxing. Let's take a nap. Will Donlin says it just started coming down here harder again.
20. Time out. 21:45.
$14.50 and up.
Wax Hustler 80 says, your weather is making me sleepy.
I don't blame you.
Claston 72 says, rain, rain, go away.
Tria.
Claston 72 says, so John can catch the corrupted crude officers. Texas Man the Legend says, my Starlink is fighting the good fight.
Let me see how mine's doing. Get my monitor up.
Claston 72 says, free car wash tonight.
That's right. All right, we are in Sector JG. Did y'all see 203 run that first stop? It's like, I'm out of here. I'm going. If I set anything in Pam's seat, it starts beeping. If I set a phone there, it wants a seatbelt on.
Hilmacoker says you calling it a night.
Nope, I think nope, I can't. I got this month I'm very far behind, and the money that I make this month will go for Christmas, so we got to keep working. Even
Senor Dasher OTR says 48.
So I think the weather's going to blow over, but they're not going to make traffic stops in the rain. All of a sudden, speeding becomes less dangerous in the rain.
TD 706 care for 28. Victor X-ray David 4315 Silver.
Hayjack says it's not wrong here on the block. At Bug-L0L says put dish soap on roof, tiny bubbles.
Yeah, when you make your living on social media, you always get what I make this month, I get next month. So it's always a month behind.
The joy of mating says park your car in the middle of the street and lie in the trunk until the action comes to you.
Yeah, that'd be nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. The only problem with that is I'm, of course, a law-abiding citizen, so I wouldn't do that.
On location. Nothing showing outside of the structure.
5412, you can show us it now.
At Sorthpang 8046 says John is funny tonight.
Thanks.
Luis Rodrigue 1963 says 2000. Ben Wild 202,567 says good stop.
Thanks.
Hayjack says yeah, no rain here, but you're getting it there, I am jealous. Big Dave BCTX says you'll be glad to know that you aren't the only one that shit happens to. My under-the-counter mounted sink just dropped. And no, I didn't install it. Luis Rodrigue 1963 says 3000. Ben Wild 202,567 says tomorrow is my last day in school, then I have Thanksgiving break.
Service 1450 Lee Jackson. It does appear that there's a power line down.
And Sorthpang 8046 says John needs his umbrella.
There's no active sparking. There's a lot
Ben
of
Wild
ivy growing over the poles.
202,567 says can't wait. Country Boy 23,123 says is it supposed to rain all night, John?
I don't know. I think it's eventually supposed. They're saying it's going to blow through pretty
There's
quick.
a power line down behind the backyard. There's no active sparking. There's a lot of ivy on the poles. We need to notify center point.
Oh, there's going to be a lot of water right here.
406, you'll be back to service.
At Bug-L0L says watch out for Y2K. Stream Elements says RTK_1414 just subscribed for 10 months in a row.
RTK, 10 months in a row. That's amazing. Thank you.
1450, spoke to homeowner. I'll be clear as well.
Texas Man the Legend says, John, did you hear about the person who has been in a Peekaboo accident? RTK_1414 says, hey all, anything so far tonight?
Yes.
Hey Jack says we are in a tornado watch here in Freeport till 1 a.m.
Oh boy.
Texas Man the Legend says they took him to the ICU. At Bug-L0L says oops, wrong here.
I see what you did there.
1450 clear.
It's green. Green means go.
VanLong 2024 says we're in that tornado warning to all of Brazoria County.
Warning or watch? There's different things.
Stream Elements says Scratch_P just subscribed for 2 months in a row.
Scratch, thank you so much.
Bio Preppers 1 says what's your 20 John?
I'm included.
Leslie Swaggy says warning.
Warning, oh boy.
VanLong 2024 says watch, I mean sorry.
Watch, thank you. Yeah, warning means...
Jessica P4A says 14. Leslie Swaggy says yo, I was wrong lol, watch sorry YY.
That's alright, that's alright.
Bio Preppers 1 says K.
3572.
Senor Dasher OTR says tornado watch till 1 a.m.
Well, hell.
656. Double female rough count Joe. Clear copy starting.
Texas Man the Legend says there was a tornado in Houston today.
I saw that.
92933.
From the same line of storms, right? Wasn't it from the same line of storms or no?
Will Donnellan says yes. Texas Man the Legend says I believe so. VanLong 2024 says yes. Big Dave BCTX says it's about done for us. Texas Man the Legend says with all this water, the sub might have been the better decision. VanLong 2024 says yikes, did you see that?
Yeah.
Mia 1962 says tornado watch till 1 a.m. locally. Texas Man the Legend says if you see red car Tokyo drifting, mind your business.
Maybe I'll do that in the minivan. Is this thing a minivan or an SUV? I think it's a minivan, right? I don't know. Do they even still make minivans?
Stream Elements says 10-4, highlight captured. Country Boy 23123 says sub. Texas Man the Legend says company SUV. VanLong 2024 says sub. L Davis 95 says crossover.
Crossover?
Texas Man the Legend says compact.
feel like I'm driving a school bus, honestly.
VanMom 2024 says SUV. The One Proud Nana says sub. L Davis 95 says I had one. I loved it until the motor went south. Stream Elements says slots are rigged.
They're
Leon 1962 says what are you driving? Big Dave BCTX says if it has sliding doors, it's a minivan.
Ah, okay, gotcha. All right, no sliding doors. I don't think the cops know what I'm driving yet, so I'm not gonna stay. Also, I think the car has some issues, so.
At Bug-L0L says what cereal's mascot rooster is called Cornelius. The laid-back squirrel says clip the lightning strike.
Cool.
Leah 1962 says gotcha. Texas Man the Legend says yes they still make minivans. There's still a couple out there.
Ah.
I recommend a Toyota Sienna. Second place is the Honda Odyssey. L Davis 95 says the seat warmers were my favorite thing.
Man, we've had a lot of problems with this thing too already. I already had the water pump go out.
At Lexabaker.77 says cornflakes. L Davis 95 says VW has a new van. They are real proud of their van. At Bug-L0L says correct. Cornelius Flakes, Lexabaker. L Davis 95 says mine had a faulty part and it broke. VW refused to help at all. At Bug-L0L says cornflakes. The laid-back squirrel says you can fit more alligators in a van, just saying. Texas Man the Legend says the Sienna is a hybrid. Hits 36 miles per gallon city and highway. Has built-in fridge and vacuum.
Dang.
L Davis 95 says I had a Sienna too. The new ones are fancy.
Hey, get him in there.
We're 12 just on D.
The laid-back squirrel says dang, the rain in Texas is no joke when it rains. And Lexabaker.77 says I have way too much useless information living rent-free in my head.
Start charging for that. You know, there would probably be a tornado and Clue would be like, C notes, C notes, C notes. I mean, even though they know the entire community listens to the scanner, they would still be C notes, C notes, C notes.
Wicked Clowns 83 says law.
They would probably say it 3 times.
K-Jack says I think they did C notes during barrel.
Yeah.
At Lexabaker.77 says waiting on section 8.
C notes.
You can show us wherever you be here.
Starlink's hanging in there pretty good, though.
Texas Man the Legend says Beryl was no joke. I honestly started second guessing not evacuating.
Me too, honestly. I did too. That 2 weeks after with no electricity wasn't fun either. We went 10 days with no electricity and it was like, I don't know, 1.7 million degrees outside.
Will Donelan says me 3.
Yeah.
Big Dave BCTX says rain is almost done. Clearing Angleton now.
Good.
Van Lom 2024 says me 2 Beryl was a lot stronger than they said it was. Hey Jack says we didn't get to evacuate. We had to ride it out in a trailer in Oyster Creek.
Oh man.
Will Donelan says it was hot as HE double toothpaste.
Hey.
Calls received 2120-2120.
This is a family show.
Will Donelan says toothpick. Big Dave BCTX says I was in the Gulf of America on a cry ice during Beryl. Extra 2 days at sea. Hey Jack says yeah, it was super scary.
Dispatch is clear, 465 clear.
Clear.
Leah 1962 says me too. Having lived in Freeport my lifetime, I will never stay again and it definitely was not a cat 2, but a 3 in my eyes. Never again will I stay.
Yep.
Dispatch is clear, 465 clear.
Clear.
Texas Man the Legend says I'm a MacGyver of sorts. I made power happen. I also fueled up a truck then used its fuel tank to feed the generator.
211. Same notes as 218's notes.
Will Donelan says I am with you. I am out.
Same notes as 218's notes.
18 minutes.
Listen to this. This is silly, guys. This is just straight
Leah
silliness.
1962 says I did not a cat 1 but a crew. Brandlong 2024 says we didn't have power for a week and I ended up in the hospital too on top of that.
211. Same notes as 218's notes.
Is that not just plain silliness, guys? Is that just plain silliness? All for a little old me?
Texas Man the Legend says I used the tractor and the dually to clear all the trees out of the roads. Trees were down everywhere. People would have been trapped in my neighborhood.
That was very nice of you.
Michelle 210 says 14. Donlan says we were trapped in our neighborhood. We have elderly that live out here, so we all got out there and started cutting with chainsaws.
That's what you have to do. You can't depend on the government to save you. It takes us all working together. If that should be one time you should know the government can't save you.
Country Boy 23,123 says it's going to quite raining in an hour. Lil Donlan says correct. Will Donlan says we didn't even wait on them. Texas Man the Legend says I was the only one with power. After a few days, I was afraid to have my exterior lights on at night because I was the only one with them. Country Boy 23,123 says always film 50.
Always. Why's the big scanner not working?
Can you clear call back on service?
214 Bay 1, please.
Country Boy 23,123 says never talk to cops. Bayou Preppers 1 says was that a flash? Texas Man the Legend says I supplied running water to my 2 adjacent neighbors because I was the only one with a running well.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Tyson Gonzalez says hello everyone.
Hey Tyson, how are you? We're just riding around the rain.
Vegas_local says I bet the crabs are extra feisty in this weather.
Probably.
Texas Man the Legend says an extension cords to their fridges. Stream Elements says slots are rigged.
Barely rigged. They're
And
hardly rigged at all.
Miss077 says shush, we only talk to good and respectful cops. Texas Man the Legend says this is definitely crab weather.
I remember I said I was going to fix the fighters. Hold on, there's no one behind me.
Pigeon 340 MS. Pigeon 340 MS. I'm going to have a female that is having difficulty breathing.
Tyson Gonzalez says John, I made some calls today. I'm waiting for callbacks, but I did start working on reaching out to friends about your back window.
Very good. Thank you.
Pigeon 340 MS. Pigeon 340 MS. I'm going to have a female that is having difficulty breathing. She has late stage 4 cancer. And at 113, like drop, and 113, like drop, was off herself with next week.
Texas Man the Legend says the pick and pull got back to me today. That Camaro they had already had its top picked.
Man.
Tyson Gonzalez says I should have some answers by tomorrow. They're looking into what they can do. That body shop and my friend that owns the glass company that me and you talked about.
Very good. Thank you so much.
Copy 504. Answer 1, clear.
Hayjack says it looks super bright out there tonight. Van Mom 2024 says the tornado warning has canceled.
Very good. That's great news. This rain goes over, they'll be right back to road piracy. They're going to be right back to road piracy as soon as the rain clears.
Not right, bro.
Stream Elements says thank you for following Grimbrinichi.
Hey, thank you so much. Good to see you.
Not right, bro.
Guys, if you are new here, my name is John Gray. This is BC Scanner. We're in Brazoria County, Texas. We're listening to the scanner. We're going to record police interactions. That's what we do here.
Michelle 210 says 11. Michelle 210 says 111. Michelle 210 says 110.
Together 209, go ahead.
Stream Elements says BC Scanner is located in Brazoria County, Texas Central Time.
Hey, that's where we are.
Together 209.
As Jethro Miller says, Loretta has no headquarters to avoid RICO charges.
I got you. I haven't seen Bao in a couple days. How's he doing? I don't think
You're in County Primary.
I don't think I've seen him
607, apologies.
in a couple of days.
Copy, Panama, Janet, 36. Out to Lake Drive for rest towards 9406.
No, wait, clear.
Take right or 2. Standing tank. Copy, Panama, Janet, 236.
Yes.
9406. 9406.
Wax Hustler 80
I'll
says
take right
good night,
too.
y'all. It's time to get off here when you
Dandy,
slap
thanks.
yourself in the face with your phone.
Good night,
As
Wax.
Jethro Miller
Glad
says
you're
Bao
feeling-
has not been live for a couple weeks, sad face emoji.
Man. Let's call him, make sure he's okay.
Will Donnellan says LOL good night. Will Donnellan says night. Wax Hustler 80 says I need to rest. I'm scheduled to go and get my stitches out of my neck tomorrow.
Oh.
transporting one patient on emergency to be Angle 17.
It looks like it's calming down a little.
Wax Hustler 80 says I wasn't a snitch but still got stitches.
1911, sir.
I see what you did there.
Rogue Lopez 1 says hello everyone.
Hey, how are you?
I'll be on location.
1911, sir.
Rogue Lopez 1 says I'm good. How's your night?
So far, so good. Luckily, I have not had to get wet yet, so... Because I am a spoiled activist. If it's 72 degrees and sunny and your rights are violated, I'll be there. Alright, I'm gonna try this again.
Wax Hustler 80 says okay, for real I'm out.
Alright,
Be
Wax.
safe in this weather.
Will
See
do.
you later.
See you later. Alright, I'm gonna try again.
At Saddle Tramp 1860 says tornado watch has expired.
Very good. Alright, it looks like it's not raining as bad, so I'll try again. Alright, we are in Sector JG, guys. We're just at the other end of it.
Michelle 210 says that sounds so familiar that time John's mic unmuted.
Oh, I get you. I see what you did there.
And Jethro-Miller says, I saw another live stream of a guy doing exactly what you're doing. Then the owner of the car wash came over the intercom and told him to get out.
Really? Well, hopefully these guys don't do me like that. I mean, I would if they tell me to.
Michelle 210 says inspection sticker.
Yeah, it's raining very bad out here.
Michelle 210 says 0.
All right, guys, it's raining really bad. On the weather channel now.
Youngsich says, didn't someone say the rain would be gone in 20 minutes?
I'm just kidding. That's where the drain is. All right, let's get back to work. What do you guys think?
Will Donovan says it's not raining that bad now at our house. She will slack up soon. L. Davis 95 says, then you have to find a pool like you're being blown away to really be the Weather Channel.
Yeah.
Big Dave BCTX says, do your best Jim Cantor impression.
Yes. That's next.
Ryan 152,793 says, are we at the car wash?
Yeah, we're at the car wash.
Gunisich says, always film 5-0. Hilmacoker says, looks like rain through 2 a.m.
Oh, man. If it was truly about safety, and these guys were heroes, there'd be a traffic stop everywhere. Notice how all towns the scanners are quiet.
And Jethro-Miller says Volkswagens are good cars, or so the Germans would have you think. At Dean Vincent Music says, do you have plastic over the back window?
No, I'm in another car.
Out of town job, clear for ending.
Yeah, the Camaro's not what you call a family car. You can't tote a lot of kids around in it, so I'm in my backup car.
6506 clear.
92959, and can I get 43 on both subjects? Okay.
Michelle 210 says the grocery getter.
Yep.
Frankenstar says 50 won't know that you're following them now that you're in an undercover car.
I'm pretty sure they know by now. I think they have this one on their list too.
209, go ahead. Step 4. Attention fire first out. You'll be needed for a transformer that has sparked and started smoking. It is behind 102 that way, cross street of Centerway and Parking Way, labeled as the Beehive Salon. Your turn time.
Texas Man the Legend says I hit up Facebook Marketplace. Send out messages to about 10 people who have 6th generation Camaro convertible parked cars.
Ah, that's pretty cool.
Attention fire first out. You'll be needed for a transformer that has sparked and started smoking. It is behind 102 that way, cross street of Centerway and Parking Way, labeled as the Beehive Salon. Your towing time is 22:29.
1450 en route.
Texas Man the Legend says seems that people like to wreck Camaros.
That's why my insurance is so high. At least on the months when I have insurance. I don't want to go through that water again. Looks like we're going to have to.
Will Donnellan says, did someone hit you again, John?
No, the back windshield's broke in my car.
Engine 14.
Texas Man the Legend says 2 came back sold already.
Yeah.
Engine 14. Good.
Texas Man the Legend says there's one for $350, but it's 5th generation. I'm uncertain if it fits yours.
It said the same one fits certain years. Is it black? I think it was like through 2016 through 2024. Use the same one.
Texas Man the Legend says it's black.
Dang, that's a real big gamble though, without seeing it. Where's it located? What town?
Texas Man the Legend says yes. 6th generation is 2016 through 2024.
Yeah.
That one is 5th generation.
Engine 14. Clear.
1450, same truck.
All right, I think this rain is calming down. They're going to do traffic stops again.
Texas Man the Legend says it's in Houston and in great shape.
Engine 14. Clear.
Is that the only part they're
1450,
selling,
same
or?
truck.
29 Houston clear.
Surface.
Engine 14 Lake Jackson.
Engine 14.
Your caller still on scene by any chance?
Texas Man the Legend says I sent it to you.
29 Houston clear.
Negative. It was a passerby. Surface.
All right, let's rain. Less rain. The scanner's getting a little more active. So.
Engine 14, Lake Jackson.
Engine 14.
Your collar still on scene by any chance?
Negative, it was passerby.
Michelle 210 says 2.
What did you say?
Tom Mary Robert 1810. Tom Mary Robert 1810.
I need the numbers 1807.
1810. Over the text message.
Big Dave BCTX says still 122 on Twitch.
That's amazing. Thank you guys so much.
1810.
122 people watching me drive around the rain aimlessly. Thank you so much.
I need the numbers 1807.
1810.
Amberlamon says haven't seen one cop.
We did earlier. We actually popped out on a scene at the Oyo.
Texas Man the Legend says there's plenty of 6th Gen part Camaros. Just got to find one that answer and still has the top.
Also, they need the expertise to remove it. It's not really easy to remove without destroying it. So.
Off the alleyway a little bit behind, between the type windows, dual building and carriage and flowers, and it's unusual back there on these 2 or 3.
50 to engine 14, the officer over here said he spoke to Domino's employee and said it's the transformer right behind
Big
their
Dave
building.
BCTX says they're also made of sugar.
Yeah.
Rogue Lopez 1 says I love it.
Usually we're heading that way. Yeah, it's off the alleyway a little bit behind, between the type windows, dual building and carriage and flowers. I didn't see anything unusual back there on these 2 or 3.
I think the view is a lot better in this car than in mine.
Frankenstar says yes, you have more panoramic view. Texas Man the Legend says 5th Gen top will not fit your car.
Ah, okay.
And Jethro-Miller says website car-part is a good place to find used car parts. Leo 1962 says very clear.
26
Her with their showing off with their clean windows.
Alpha engine 14. Where you come to the other side of Domino's.
Cleanser windows. Frankenstar says Pam.
Yeah.
3 deep.
Texas Man the Legend says I think the view is better due to the windshield to hood ratio. Big Dave BCTX says 2016 to 2024 is 6th generation. Frankenstar says purchase 2 shirts today, can't wait to get them.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, guys, if you check my website, bc-scanner.com, I do have a couple shirts on there.
14 ounces, 1450. We found it. Received.
Received.
Texas Man the Legend says I found some saran wrap at Walmart for $3.
There you go.
I'll fix you right up.
All right. Thanks. All right, it's time to go patrol Sector JT.
Here's 14 Lake Jackson. Has center point already been notified?
Vegas underscore local says shower curtain and some flex seal. We got this.
There we go.
Could be a portion of the electrical coming off of the pole that's going directly into Domino's. Center point already been notified? Could be a portion of the electrical coming off of the pole
Texas Man the
that's
Legend
going
says
directly
duck
into
avocado and
Domino's.
snorkel.
All right, MacGyver.
Michelle 210 says we going to cover Sector PJ tonight since we are all in her vehicle.
Yeah. All right, now it's time to get to work.
And Sorthpang 8046 says, hey John, I got haircut today.
All right.
Hey Jack says can't forget about Wesley Pipes Mon. Michelle 210 says so much more room back here, my legs aren't smashed up against empty baby oil bottles.
Right. Yeah, if there's oil bottles back there, someone has some explaining to do.
Checking your welfare.
They're fine.
0.05.
And Sorthpang 8046 says Bug said crocodile.
This thing just turns itself off at stoplights.
456, checking your welfare.
Hey Jack says country boy was spraying the baby oil everywhere earlier.
Receive.
Michelle 210 says okay, I want tell you I am sitting on a bag of zip ties then. Kakisper says, has anyone looked at eBay for John's top?
I did. They were all $1,300, which is less than my deductible, or which is more than my deductible. So,
Michelle 210 says, I found a diary back here, 50 Shades of John M.F. Gray.
uh-oh. Yeah, don't read
says,
that.
okay.
Yeah, don't read that. Don't read that. Yeah, just put it down. Don't worry about that.
Michelle 210 says -1. Ed Sorthpang 8046 says I thought John need a new car.
Nah, not a new car. Just a new window.
Will Donnellan says good night, John.
Good night.
Stay safe. Have to get some sleep.
We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for being here.
Michelle 210 says sorry, John, I sold it to C Notes.
See? It's not cool, man. Not cool.
Will Donnellan says yes, sir. Big Dave BCTX says by the time he pays someone to uninstall and install, it will end up being nearly or same as the deductible.
Yeah,
It would be best overall to have it done to the highest standard if it's 1K or higher.
that's what I'm gonna do.
Gunnysage says I found some Cheerios under the back seat. Can I have them?
Yes, yes, yes. Those will be safe. You might find some goldfish too.
Texas Man the Legend says you might need to swap cars. Found a 2020 with a supercharged 6.2 with a Mountain Dew racing stripe. Michelle 210 says I found them already.
Okay, good. The goldfish are good too. Completely good.
Texas Man the Legend says I agree with the insurance doing the job. And Jethro-Miller says Dallas Auto Wrecking has one for 800. Michelle 210 says there were a few French fries that looked fresh, must be McDonald's. Bubba the Big Truck Guy says John said he would have bought it if it was a mellow yellow racing stripe. He likes that better law.
Dispatch 6 be repositioning from the ramp back out to the pad. Stay civil.
Go for Texas Ladies.
Roger, 6.
We're going to roll my position for somewhere as well.
42, 84, 93, 76. Go for next.
That's clear. Just confirming phone area number 1810 81810.
1914.
Hey Jack says I found a chicken nugget back here. It wasn't too hard. Big Dave BCTX says that's not dipping sauce back there. Texas Man the Legend says I saw that one with the mellow yellow stripe. It had the 2.0 in it.
6, 42, 84, 93, 36.
So guys, I'm parked in the same place that lady got pulled over for texting the other day. What do you guys think of that? You think I can park here?
Bubba the Big Truck Guy says taxes, man, does it come with tampons? Law. 8046 says, is John favorite color white? And Jethro-Miller says it must be a common problem because a lot of salvage yards have a top but they're all listed as a bad glass.
Yeah.
Texas Man the Legend says yes in a case of mellow yellow. Michelle 210 says you live on the edge.
I live
903
on the edge.
Print Guy says what a minute. Don't play about chicken. Where is it? Nom nom nom. Big Dave BCTX says seems like a mighty fine place to park to text.
Yeah. Whoa, that parking lot is flooded. I'm not going over there. Ain't going that way. Can't see the potholes. No, sir. Not in Pam's car.
Station 1 to IC.
I say it's Pam's car.
Go ahead.
If anything happens to this one, I have to fix it too.
Need
So.
additional resources? Negative. Station 1 can stand up.
All right, is the rain coming back again or what? Let's go straight this time.
Station 1 to IC.
14, can you security?
Go ahead. Need any additional resources?
William?
Negative. Station 1 can stand up.
26, good. We must be making transport to St. Luke's Lake Jackson. Show me 224 today. That's clear. You got total amount? Ambulance, no.
And 14, can you security Virgin?
When the THI thing is non-urgent, you can show her. That's good.
Showing 3 KPS profiles of this agency. Street teams around your location. Insurance confirmed.
Texas Man the Legend says, are we zoomed in?
No. Just chill, guys.
So you got total amount?
All right, give a total amount.
Stand by, we're gonna put them in.
Oh, we're not gonna know the total now.
14.
Non-emergent. You can show our arrival time at 10:22.
Good.
All right, so there's gonna be a second unit coming in on this stop right here.
Clear. It's gonna be $1,312.
$1,000. Oh, good Lord, Capias fines.
Checking out. She needed for an 84-year-old female. She thinks she has high blood pressure, she's sick stomach, but she also took a nitro and a chest pressure. She's at 1.3. Not sure that way.
Rubber the big truck guy says C notes John has arrived.
Medic 1, please.
Yeah, I took yeah,
The 99 is going to be for the Kennedy. Braxton is the ID only on both emails, but Braxton is wanted out of Garland for felony theft, and they will extradite. I have to call, as you send them a take confirmation, they have 10 minutes to respond to transfer.
That's fine. Go ahead and press up. All right.
But just so you're aware, the state line is acting up because of the storm, so it's going to be imminent.
You're breaking up the land. Speed.
State line is acting up. Storm is probably going to be a little longer than 10 minutes for confirmation.
That's fine.
That's it.
14 Lake Jackson. Engine 14 be clear to see back to service. She can notify the agency that she's going to be 10 weeks pregnant.
10 months pregnant.
Not clear. Is she having any kind of medical complications?
Negative, no, that's fine.
All right, you guys can talk now.
Ryan Preppers 1 says, did I hear you right? Country Girl 092094 says, what was this call? I had to leave for a minute.
I don't know what the original
Big
stop
Dave
was.
BCTX says 10 months pregnant.
Yeah, that's
Ouch.
not this one.
Pod says foggy night.
That's in Lake Jackson. That's in Lake Jackson.
Ryan 152,793 says on no at C note. Bubba the big truck guy says, hey officers, why do y'all use C notes? Ryan 152,793 says we're the person. KY Girl Stephanie says they use C notes cause they shady. Justice Born 07 says hello cops. Whipped Up Wishes says my stove and dishwasher went out today.
Oh man.
Got the dishwasher fixed, but I'm hosting Thanksgiving and have bakery orders, so had to buy a new stove.
That's horrible. It's tough out there.
Bubba the big truck guy says, hey officers, do y'all use C notes because y'all do shady stuff? It's just a man with a camera.
back to service. Thank you.
Ryan 152,793 says, did the person get arrested?
Yes. $1,000 in fines. KP is fines, which means they have to be paid before he can get out.
Whipped Up Wishes says, my husband's mom bought us a brand new one for an early Xmas, thank God, or we would have been screwed.
Oh man, well that's good. Guys, remember to check my website, bc-scanner.com. I have a couple new shirts on there for sale.
Ryan 152,793 says, damn John, let go get him outlaw.
Man, I got $1,000. I used to back in the day when I was still working for Microsoft and doing this. I'd just go get them out. I would just go get them out. Maybe one day we'll get back there.
Claston 72 says, allegedly what was he stopped for?
Randy the 3rd out of Lake Jackson, it's clear.
They just ran me, guys. They just ran me. Why are they running me? Why y'all running me? I didn't even do nothing.
Big Dave BCTX says, John, how's your real job working out?
Not good.
Whipped Up Wishes says they're running you.
Why y'all run me?
152,793 says, hey C-Note officer, can you buy a BC scanner shirt?
What I'll do is that I'll just take that.
I think they just said my registration's not clear, guys.
Whipped Up Wishes says, oh no.
Did I come back clear?
Mustang Mike 9293 says, big back no neck ran you. Ryan 152,793 says, fuck C-Notes, they thought they would have got. Z0er says, oh no, what will we ever do? Bubba the big truck guy says, John, don't you know not to talk to the cops law?
I just wonder what...
Vegas_local says, warning please.
Put it in
Michelle 210 says, the sticker expired in Sept. Gunnysage says, please be nice to John, it's almost his birthday. Claston 72 says, always film 50. Ryan 152,793 says, let get out of here. DJ Skinny Steve says, go on, hit. Big Dave BCTX says they're checking all your registered vehicles. Stream Elements says, thank you for following Ifdarkalo.
Thank you for the follow, guys. You guys don't think I'm that dumb, right? You guys didn't really think...
Z0er says law.
You guys
Ryan
didn't...
152,793 says, so they leave the car there.
They're waiting on a tow truck. You guys didn't really think I was that dumb, right? I even set you guys up...
Claston 72 says law. Frankenstar says, oh, you just re-registered it. Frankenstar says law. Whipped Up Wishes says, did they really run you?
Yes.
Frankenstar says they thought they could get you. Vegas_local says, let them waste time looking it up. Texas Man the Legend says they ran you and got big mad. Claston 72 says, no, I don't think you're dumb at all, you're a smart one. Claston 72 says, but what was this allegedly stopped for?
I don't know. All I know is the guy was arrested for about $1,000 in
Big Dave
KPS fines.
BCTX says, put it on. DJ Skinny Steve says, no insurance. Tags out. I too like to live dangerously, LOL. Bubba the big truck guy says, my tags have been out for 6 months. I don't need master's permission to drive law.
I had fun
Big
today.
Dave BCTX says, failure to display.
Here's the thing.
92094 says, why did they run our tags?
I don't know.
Whipped Up Wishes says, we're supposed to get a snowstorm this weekend. 7 to 10 inches of snow expected.
It's Pam's car.
Michelle 210 says they were piss SD, you were clear. Z0er says they have to use C-Notes for a guy with a camera, they are pussies.
Yeah, only reason I didn't put it on is because it's Pam's car, and if I put it on there, it's going to get crooked, and she has such OCD, she's going to get mad at me, and she's sick, so she'll put it on tomorrow. I mean, it still came back to me, right? You guys heard.
Tyson Gonzalez says that's how we know they're watching the streams.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys, let's get back to work. Put it in the chat. No, don't put that in the chat. Don't put that in the chat. That's not cool. Don't put
Michelle
that in the chat.
210 says 14.
Yeah, don't put that in the
Claston
chat.
72 says sneaky corrupted cops. Ryan 152,793 says lead run 203. Melanie Syop 1784 says they ran you, John.
Yeah.
Vegas_local says always film 50. Claston 72 says always film 50. At Jethro-Miller says there are lots of videos in people on Chevy Camaro forums who are just gluing their windows back in.
Yeah, that's what.
Gold Casket says TPM 7749. Z0er says always film 50.
Always.
Gold Casket says oops, too late law.
Yeah, Pam will put it on there tomorrow.
Bubba the big truck guy says these cops want film themselves. Let's get back to work.
Let's
law.
get back to work. Yeah, they're not
Big
gonna
Dave
film themselves.
BCTX says, is that short for tampon?
LOL. Why you run me? I didn't even do nothing. I didn't even do anything.
Texas Man the Legend says they were real quiet when you asked why they ran you.
Yeah, I mean, why'd they run me?
17869. 17869.
That was funny.
Country Girl 092094 says tell Pam the cop tried to take her car. Tyson Gonzalez says, do you know they were big mad whenever it came back clear?
Right.
Ryan 152,793 says John let go get they so donut cause we disappointed they law. Claston 72 says John why are the cops so corrupted?
I don't know.
Melanie
man.
Syop 1784 says did you hear them run you?
Yes, we all heard it. We all heard it.
You turn around to the 500 block of West 5th Street. Had a caller say that she heard about 6 gunshots go off in that area.
What? You think it was really gunshots? I gotta go this way now.
729. You turn around to the 500 block of West 5th Street.
Ryan 152,793 says if we buy big donuts, do you think they will buy a BC scanner shirt? Melanie Syop 1784 says did they put your license plate into run you?
Yes. Yeah, which we knew they would do. I don't know why. I got it registered today. So I don't know why it didn't come back as a new registration. I guess it takes a day. Let that be a lesson, guys.
Melanie Syop 1784 says and you're not even driving your own car.
It is my car. It's registered to me.
47 decimal 538 decimal 3. Optional 900 feet. We have 7 minutes to run.
It's
Big
registered.
Dave BCTX says did it say not clear?
No, it said clear. But it had the previous, it had that sticker on it still, and I got it registered today, so. I just did it. I just haven't had time to put the sticker on yet.
Ryan 152,793 says John stole it.
17870. 178.
Melanie Syop 1784 says oh it's registered to you.
Yes, it's my car. Mine and Pam's. Just like the Camaro is mine and Pam's.
Buying Preppers 1 says did you tell that to the cop?
Nope, I haven't told anybody. I ain't saying shit. I just asked them why they ran me.
Buying Preppers 1 says I had to let River out. David 041873 says, see, that proves they watch your stream.
Yeah.
Claston 72 says, damn, C notes. L Davis 95 says our registrations expire on R. L Davis 95 says birthday. XVX Poopy XVX says howdy everyone.
Man, I wish they did something like that made sense. But then
Melanie Syop 1784 says, did they ask why your sticker isn't in your windshield? Big Dave BCTX
I don't know what you're
says,
talking
isn't
about.
it funny how the state doesn't make the new expiration for this month next year?
I don't know what you're talking
They aren't
about.
going without their money.
Yeah, you would think if I registered it today, it would be. Honestly, I just found out the other day it was out, so. I normally don't drive this a whole lot.
Z0er says, pull us over if you want 20 donuts. Claston 72 says, hey Piggy, come find me, my registration is expired, sir. Z0er says, me too.
I didn't even do nothing. They run to me. Not cool, man. Not cool. See additional notes. That means send an additional
Justice
unit.
Born 07 says, that's stupid how they ran your plates. Claston 72 says, John just fart next time to gas M out. L Davis 95 says, I couldn't keep up with some random dates, so I'm glad they used the birthdays here. Stream Elements says 10 to 4, highlight captured.
Thank you.
Z0er says you could see he was mad, you could look at his face and tell he was so mad.
David Young, 6708, William David Young, 6708.
Ryan 152,793 says, pull us over if you think you can get John Butt. He's clear, damn C notes. Justice Born 07 says, trying to find anything so they can get you a ticket. And Robert Trisher 7707 says, looks like nice pretty night. Frankenstar says, did they actually get out of their car and look at your inspection sticker, or did they just run your license plate?
They just ran it, but it said it had the old date. It had this date on it instead of the new one I got today. Which is, you know, you would think.
Construction 074, wine color expiring December of 25 to a Jocelyn Sanchez out of the city. It's clear.
That's clear.
They couldn't stand. They needed to know whose car I was in. That's why they ran me. Allegedly, 6 shots were heard on 500 West 5th, so that's where we're going.
Ryan 152,793 says, none of your damn business notes who car we in.
That's right.
Bio Preppers 1 says, yeah, was going to ask about that. David 041873 says, they're out to get you, John.
I know. But if you know they're out to get you, you can protect yourself. Now, this shift is...
Big Dave BCTX says, the Southeast Texas bait car. Claston 72 says, John, do you guys have shot spotters there?
No, we ain't got any. Only in Pearland. Pearland, I think, has those.
34, Chicken Walker.
Claston 72 says, I heard Houston had a tornado that hit today.
I saw that. Lots of videos of it on TikTok, anyway. Man, Pam needs some brighter lights.
34, check the number.
Michelle 210 says 40.
Alright, we're in Freeport now, guys.
Big Dave VCTX says get her some bike lights. Ryan 152,793 says, are we about to be done?
No.
I'm not really seeing or hearing anything. Showing us today.
Alright, they're already back in. They don't see anything or hear anything.
Leah 1962 says passing through my neighborhood.
They're already back in. They didn't hear anything.
I'm not really seeing or hearing anything. Showing us today.
218. 218's en route. Where are you en route to? Walking towards Woodlake. Where's Woodlake, guys?
Dude, I'm not.
He's gonna be along here. Black shirt, black pants.
Looking towards what, like? Like never fell.
He's doing North Rockland.
Don't play vision. Left now. Half street. Trailer park.
Passenger.
He's taking along here. Hands. Heavy stuff. He's doing North Rockland. Fucking heavy unit. Trailer Rockland. We'll save the car on the passenger. Yeah.
Alright, I think it's at the end of Plantation. Near 288B, that's what I thought. I just turned you guys down so I can listen to the traffic.
431 checking. Fine. Checking to see if you've arrived. Okay, we'll get for transport. Heading 1.
Let's get down at 7.
How do you he's an executive?
Okay, we'll get for transport.
That's what I need to open the gate.
Stolen vehicle?
Well, that's what I need to open the gate. Just one question, I walked out on him. Last visual I had, he was turning north on Rockland, running away.
Got away.
209. Just for 43, I saw
I'm not going to put you out, you didn't have. Single passenger still at the vehicle. Just one place, I walked out on him. Last visual I had, he was turning north on Rockland, running away.
Left a female passenger there.
211, just for 43, I called Brevard County to see if there's anybody in the area to come assist. Do you want me to disregard them?
No, you.
Alright, so county's on the way too.
Passenger saying.
When the female's detained, she didn't do nothing. She stayed. The dude left. Drive down Brockman.
You want me to call Lake Jackson and see if they can get a jury out here?
10-4.
So, just be careful. He kept reaching for his jacket pocket.
Alright, he did reach for in his jacket pocket. John is clear. See, this is the type of information I need. This type of shit, right? Hats off to him for at least giving the information, so I know.
So, on the other hand, just be careful. He kept reaching for his jacket pocket. Anything clear.
Alright, this is the original stop right here. The female is detained. They're going down. I see them over there. This is the original stop. I'm gonna go see if they find them over here.
Hey, going to Lake Jackson. You show me that emergency right before the yard. Start now. Jump on you right.
Brockman is right up here.
Hey, going to Lake Jackson. You show me that emergency right before the yard. Start now. Jump on you right.
431, 916 dispatch.
Stand by for me.
Why does he need EMS?
431, public service dispatch.
Stand by for me.
Under units, just for information, last I seen him was right by Destination Church. Devil.
Alright, county's here too, guys.
I got you, guys. One drugs.
Running.
Under units, just for information, last I seen him was right by Destination Church.
Devil.
One drugs.
Alright, they found drugs in the vehicle. Alright, they did ask county to send a drone, or Lake Jackson to send a drone, so.
He's a 700 block west Mulberry. He's going to be a great pickup. 2050 Charles David Paul 7663. Charles David Paul 7663.
And we're in the grocery getter. I'll turn you guys up in case you guys hear anything else. You know, actually, I want to thank them because now I know that there's possibly a man with a gun running around here out there on this call, right?
Charles David Paul.
That's information.
Jack says Lol G has a point.
Yeah, like now I know. Now I know to use caution, right?
Hey Jack says gun eye.
Yeah, so I mean, thank you for not putting me at, you know I'm coming.
Big Dave BCTX says they're gonna be all in on trying to catch this guy with drugs and a weapon running.
Yeah, they're definitely
Melanie
going to be.
Syop 1784 says that's nice of him to leave his girl there.
Well, At least I have the information, right? Also, I'll back off a little bit. Shit. I'll back off a little.
Michelle 210 says 12. Tony de Almeida 3 says, what was this called all about? I just got back. Stream Elements says, thank you for following the Doc 309.
And they're both clear.
I'm trying to stay out of his way.
Claston 72 says, information is always good.
Blake Jackson coming
Strikes
out
of
the ground.
Blue says, be careful.
Well, they got their call out.
Well, just advise me when you find out the subject is clear or not.
And they're both clear.
Blake Jackson coming out the ground.
Well, they got their call out. Lord.
Go, man. It's easier if you guys move out of my way.
Ambulance 908 314 showing clear of the hospital, back in service.
Tyson Gonzalez says, why are they calling Lake Jackson when county has their own drone?
I'm not sure. Lake Jackson's probably closer. You never know where a county's drone person is. It could be in Timbuktu, right? You guys want me to go back to the original? Well, let's see. They'll probably use that as basically a command post. Like seriously, if you guys are watching the, if C-Notes, if you're watching the stream, thank you for not putting me at risk.
Hey Jack says, or they could call Country Boy.
Let's go to the original spot real quick, and then we'll listen for the traffic. Let's go back over here. Why is it so hot in here?
Strikes of Blue says this is the second guy that ran.
Wait, they're out on somebody over here. They're out over here, somebody. They got him at gunpoint, I think.
347.
I have an officer with a vehicle assigned to you.
18, I'll be
On Sunny Road, Perfect, Holland, 16.
He's got his AR out, guys.
L. Davis 95 says, would be ironic if it's the same guy.
I'm gonna turn you guys down.
Strikes.
All right, he's looking behind that house over there. I think I don't have my scanner. If you guys can monitor the scanner, because I don't have it with me, I didn't want to have it blaring either. He ran out of his shoes. All right. Thank you for listening. Yeah, if you see something, I'm reading the chat, so I don't have the scanner, so less noise as possible. I'm gonna get the scanner. I don't think he's gonna find anything. All right, that's county. Also, maybe leaving the car on is not a good idea. What do you guys think? Horrible idea? Horrible idea? Yeah, I think so too.
211, do you want me to public service too?
Negative, I got it.
All right, I see him back there.
And the property is secure. It's going to be lost. Back to the property is going to be secure as well.
My mom gave me more cord.
27,
26, good. I'll be around to Carroll Suites with you.
I don't think they got this guy in cuffs. They didn't find the guy in cuffs. They're not going to find the guy not in cuffs. All right, let's go back to the original scene.
466, re-advise where your location that you're doing?
Candlewood?
Candlewood.
466, that's clear. I'm ready when you are.
Negative result on the PC search. I'll be around to Carroll Suites with the female and another vet. 1787.
That's good. 619, 38, 466, re-advise where your location that you're doing? That's good.
Candlewood?
That's clear. I'm ready when you are.
17870 17870.
Yes. 9619.
Let's go get some shots of the original car. Do they not have canines in my area? They do. They do. They're also going to send drones and all that stuff.
Clear.
One 7871 1787.
Hey, turn this thing off. There it is.
Tiki Cat 1961 says the police canine was shot 2 nights ago.
Okay.
301-39.
Do you want me to back up so I don't interfere with the K9, man?
No.
You want me to go away so I don't interfere with the K9?
Oh, if you could, thank you.
All right. Hey, seriously, thank you for giving me enough information so I can kind of stay safe, man. I appreciate that. Like, I'm not even kidding. I'm not even being sarcastic. Yeah, if you got a guy with a gun, just say it out over the radio so I know at least. All right, so I think the driver took off and the passenger, female, I think she stayed. She's detained. They got people over there running around. Yeah, this is the last type of car you want to have include with some drugs in it. I'm just saying. This is not going to turn out well for you, just so you know. Yeah, you're going to get pulled over. So I heard him mentioning the K9.
To get an address in the mail. So can you clear the next one?
Address out of Houston.
Address out of Houston.
Report address. This vehicle's registered to the next police.
All right, the car's registered in Freeport. All right, guys, we got enough. We're good here. Let's go see if we can drive around, see if they find them. All right, you guys can talk.
Ryan 152,793 says he was nice. At Barney Rebel 8704 says thanking the police without sarcasm, name and badge number.
No, I mean...
Frankenstar says did they say the car was registered to an ex-police?
No, it was...
Melanie Syop 1784 says why would steal such ugly ass car?
Don't know.
Claston 72
I don't know if it was
says
stolen.
think the cop was kissing ass.
I don't know if it was stolen or not, guys. No, I mean, but seriously, like, if there's a guy...
Jeffro Dash Miller says that's funny, a cop searching an old cop cruiser.
Yeah. So, like, seriously, if there's a guy running around with a gun, I'd like to know, right? I mean, I'm still going to go do what I do anyway, but...
Leah 1962 says, did he say ex-police?
No, I don't think he said that. If you guys have better hearing than me sometimes, so... So, the guy was from Houston, and the car was...
Proud Nana says, Melanie, my thoughts exactly.
The car was registered in Freeport, but the guy that they're looking for is out of Houston, so... That's what I was able to ask.
Claston 72 says Sphincter says what? Claston 72 says JK. Z0er says I think he did say ex-cop.
Oh, did he?
Hayjacked says I swear he said the car was an ex-police.
Oh yeah. The car is definitely an ex-police car. That is without a doubt.
L. Davis 95 says those former police cars will go super fast. Claston 72 says I didn't hear it was ex-cop. Z0er says I think I am going to look at the VOD.
All right, thanks. Yeah, you guys could probably hear better than me. So I lost...
Leah 1962 says yeah, that's what I heard.
I lost 20% of my hearing in the Army, so you guys could probably hear better than me.
Strikes of Blue says I'm sure he doesn't know this area well.
When they were checking, we also call Freeport in case they don't.
Melanie Syop 1784 says it probably is a stolen car cause they could run the plates and know who owns it.
34, checking one.
Well, they got the female, so she's probably said, like, it's Bob. His name is Bob.
Z0er says yeah, he said it's registered to ex-police.
PD1 or PD3?
Hayjack says I hope he doesn't mess with Frankie.
Is this a 2-lane road? Yeah, it is. Let's go back over here.
Michelle 210 says he is probably hiding in someone's car.
The reserve getting sergeant's gonna give you a phone service.
Melanie Syop 1784 says how far is Freeport to where the traffic stop was? Michelle 210 says 12. Hayjack says don't see many other units looking.
They're looking. They're all in this area right here.
Big Dave BCTX says 153 watching on Twitch.
Very good. Yeah, they're over here. See them? That's why I did a U-turn.
Country Girl 092094 says what we looking for?
A guy who ran away from a traffic stop. Ooh, that's bright. Oh, they're in here. I'm just trying to stay in the central area so I can get whatever. If they find them, I can get there fairly quickly.
Country Girl 092094 says, so we have another runaway man.
Yeah.
Vegas_local says Cheetah 2.0. Claston 72 says runaway man, that's clue for ya.
Like, you don't stand a chance driving that car through Clute without getting pulled over.
Country Girl 092094 says, did they find the handcuffed man?
I don't know.
Hayjack says, this is Donut Brigade. I bet Cupcakes woulda caught him law. Bio Preppers 1 says, it's the weather making everyone frisky. Z0er says, tell them don't pull a Lake Jackson and tase each other.
You guys, if I get out, remind me to turn the damn car off. That'd be a horrible...
Ryan 152,793 says, that car looked like it need to be laid to rest.
Hey, it's
Bio
still around.
Preppers 1 says, that was funny. Country Girl 092094 says, where is Cupcakes, not see him in a while.
We said
Melanie Syop 1784 says, they all like to run from Popo, even that blue Jeep looking for a guy in the field. Z0er says, where is Santa?
You better be good. You get on the naughty list.
Big Dave VCTX says, unless you have a lot of insurance to replace it, take the keys with you.
Yeah.
Z0er says, I have not seen him in a while.
I saw him the other night.
Isonic says, that's all you need is them stealing your car.
Right. And if it's gonna happen, it'll happen to me, right? I don't think county knows I'm driving this car, by the way. Should I let them know so they don't shoot me?
Z0er says, lol, I am talking about the cop we used to call Santa.
Oh, gotcha. Santa, I gotcha. Yeah, I saw him the other night, too. I don't think county knows I'm driving this thing. Hopefully they don't shoot me. That's county right there. They're going that way. Uh-oh. Who's this? Uh-oh. There's a guy walking down the road right here.
Z0er says, oh shit. Claston 72 says, always film 5-0.
Is that him? If that was him, he'd go crazy on the radio. We'll pull this
Hayjack
over.
says, and he's not stopping.
Just for information, we're not going to be getting a K9.
Sir, do you want me to attempt to report?
It obviously wasn't him.
At @anti_M says he'd be running if it was.
Yeah.
Leah 1962 says yes. Better let them know. Z0er says, I don't think the guy that they seen had a black hood and white pants.
The building's secure. It's going to be a false alarm.
Dang, backup skills are on point there.
So far.
Hayjack says, do we even know what this guy looks like?
They did give a description. I don't remember what it is. Anybody remember the description?
Big Dave BCTX says, no shoes.
He has no shoes. That's another giveaway. Yeah. Forgot about that. He ran out of his shoes.
Z0er says it was a black hood, white pants, no shoes law. Michelle 210 says barefoot men.
With the drone is having issues with his drone. He's still trying to get it fixed, but he's not in Ron at this time. Do you want us to see if Freeport can send out a...
L. Davis 95 says I don't. I would be a horrible eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are generally horrible.
Hayjack says he must not have had his Crocs in four-wheel drive.
How you guys doing?
Z0er says, oh God, no drone
Y'all be
for
careful.
OJ.
They're looking for a man with a gun, just so you know. All right?
Oh, okay, man.
Yeah, be careful.
Leah 1962 says drone is broke. At Barney Rebel 8704 says the description of the guy was one head, two arms attached to his upper torso with non-John-like chicken legs attached to his lower torso. Gunnisage says ha ha no drone. Leah 1962 says now asking Freeport. Big Dave BCTX says off to get the heat they go. Melanie Syop 1784 says can't they demand from the female info about the guy?
I'm sure they
And
have.
Danny Goto says I thought he was wearing tan shorts and black top.
See? Eyewitnesses are horrible. Every one of us has a different answer.
8046 says, hey John, did you hear about K9 dog in California?
I've heard somebody talking
Z0er
about
says
it.
they have circled the same block 5 times, I think.
Hey, that's the same thing I do every night. Don't judge them. Don't judge them.
At Barney Rebel 8704 says John always wears jeans. Z0er says true. Z0er says you got me law.
Just for 43, Freeport's going to attempt to contact the K9 officer.
Alright, so. Great, I was around that car. The K9's going to
Melanie
pick up on my
Syop
scent.
1784 says but she probably doesn't want to snitch on him. At
I know.
Sorth Peng 8046 says John be safe out there. Big Dave BCTX says they'll keep circling to keep him contained until they get drone or K9. Big Dave BCTX says or they give up. Z0er says oh can we see the K9 do his thing. Strikes of Blue says I wonder if he had his phone. If he did may had called someone to pick him up.
It ain't me. I ain't picking nobody up. Yeah, like, I give people rides and shit, but I couldn't obviously...
Country Girl 092094 says I have only seen John in shorts one time.
I wear them all the time. Alright, where are you going? I don't want to get in your way.
The K9 for Freeport's not even in town. Not able to get him out.
Freeport's not in town, the K9.
Sweeney's also unable to get there.
There's not a K9 in Brazoria County.
Hayjack says I think the guy had on overalls and a flannel hoodie JK.
Huh. What's down this road over here? Are we gonna get stuck in here?
At Barney Rebel 8704 says cause of the lack of leg length, John in shorts looks like he's wearing long pants anyway. Michelle 210 says 12.
All right, let me
Strikes of Blue says well that stinks. Michelle 210 says 32.
get out of this way. I'm just gonna park over here, get out of this way.
Z0er says tell them to stop flashing that light, I am trying to sleep. Leah 1962 says does state troopers have drones? And Nanny Goto says John's favorite outfit is shirt, shorts and tap shoes.
Right, yeah. Tap shoes. Definitely they don't hear me coming with those on.
Claston72 says call John, he has a drone he wishes.
I have a drone.
Tyson Gonzalez says state troopers have a problem keeping their people in custody. Not sure if the state will help with the drone. Hey Jack says, have you got Walking on the Right Side of the Road published yet?
No, not yet. It's coming soon.
Stream Element says thank you for following Rainy Chispita. Hey Jack says you should sing it for us. Claston72 says, oh do ya John, sorry I didn't know if you did.
Well, I have a relative that lives in this area, so I am keeping a close eye. Of course, I'm not going to point it out where. Put my window up.
Jethro Miller says no wonder everyone watches on Twitch, the stream is so much more clear there.
It should be the same on all platforms.
Hey Jack says because Twitch doesn't smell like kick.
You can tell I don't know where Pam's stuff is in here.
XVX Poopy XVX says John has always said Twitch is superior, right John?
I've never said that. I like all platforms.
Stream Element says slots are rigged. And Nanny Goto says don't pick on Kick, he just sits there and minds his own business.
He?
Melanie Syop 1784 says what if someone on the side street waved you down for a ride and you gave them a ride not knowing they were wanted by police, would you get charged?
I wouldn't, and because I know in this situation...
And Rebel 8704 says Twitch is great if you like watching ads and it not supporting John in any way.
So, here's the thing. So in this situation I wouldn't. Because they could prove I know what the hell's going on, right? They can say he's clearly listening to the scanner, he knows, so no, I wouldn't.
Jethro Miller says I just changed my mind, YouTube is better because I don't have commercials here.
I would try to negotiate a peace treaty though. That's the one thing I would do. So there was a peaceful turnover. Let's go see if they're looking on the other side of the road. Scanner got quiet. see him back there.
Roll next 51, we're going to be towing it to the PD.
They're going to tow it to the PD. Where's this road go? Dang. You think they're gonna come get their car from the PD?
Dylan, attorney's notified at 02.
Cancel.
Thanks. Did I turn you guys down? Oops, sorry guys, the program crashed.
BC Scanner says test.
Sorry about
Mets
that.
12 says John. Tyson Gonzalez says bless you.
Thanks.
Claston 72 says unmute us.
Yeah, sorry.
Ron Lopez 1 says bless you. Big Dave BCTX says gonna need to clean the inside of the windshield off after that one.
No, the program just crashed. Thank you for the bless yous. I can see them on when I'm...
Bio Preppers 1 says John, your mom addresses you funny. Tony Dalmeda 3 says John, you said the Q word.
I did? I didn't mean to.
At Sorthpeng 8046 says hi Nanny, where is Jennifer? Leah 1962 says if he was on Brockman he could have went back the other way to 332. Bio Preppers 1 says lol. Bio Preppers 1 says yes you did. Claston 72 says you said the Q word about the scanner.
Oh.
Melanie Syop 1784 says do you guys have a place you tow stolen cars?
I mean, we just...
Tony Dalmeda 3 says yes yes.
I guess to the PD. I don't know.
Jack says I was gonna clip it but it'll let you make it this eve.
Thank you so much. Thank you for that. Appreciate you. Too kind.
Very funny, definitely.
Mets 12 says John got a box. Big Dave BCTX says John sounds like he's on a respirator over there.
That's why I don't vape. I normally vape all the time.
Tony Dalmeda 3 says John, did you quit smoking for good?
No. No, I'm just not in my car, so I can't. So I'm in my car, but I'm in my car that I'm not allowed to smoke in. Does that make sense?
Mycroft 1956 says punch it, John. Punch it.
I'd love to, but we're at the red light, so.
Bio Preppers 1 says I want a scribbled egg sandwich.
I'm gonna pull up a little bit. Maybe I gotta be up further for the lights to go off. There we go. All I wanted to do was a U-turn too.
And Sorthpang 8046 says Luis said see you. Tony de Almeida 3 says no John. Claston 72 says welcome to the Red Light Show.
Right? Definitely.
Big Dave BCTX says if you complain about it, the light will change.
Right. I think if I pulled up a little bit. Open this roof. What about the female? Is she under arrest? She didn't even get out of the car. All right, guys, we got 105 miles of gas left.
Hey, 29 can be coming out right now.
Yes, sir. 202 is trying to get a hold of you for public service.
Simple.
Helmacooker says I don't think they are going to find him.
Oops, I had my bright lights on. I didn't mean to do that.
Big Dave BCTX says if you get the chance, ask them if they ID'd him. At
I think
Barney
I know they did.
8704 says how much do I need to send on Cash App for you to refuel and also buy some gift cards to give out to the homeless.
Aw. I'll let you decide. I think they said they are getting K9. Like, I don't want the dog coming after me. That's why I'm like, I'll step away from this car.
At Barney Rebel 8704 says Jonathan Chicken Legs, give me a number.
Hey, hey, hey.
Z0er says, we can't see the K9.
We can. If he's here. I don't know where they're getting him from. Where they... Fort Bend County or what? Seemed like county was out of K9s. Like the entire county had no K9s.
So, do we have call history with this vehicle?
Do we have call history with this vehicle?
Was a negative, we had to add it in.
No, they didn't have call history. They had to add it in. Alright, we're right back to C notes. I see you back here. See the notes, guys.
Melanie Syop 1784 says, what do they mean call history?
This means has it been stopped before? Alright, he's back over here. Alright, I think he's trying to black out, so I'm not gonna out him. I'll go over here and not out him. I'm not here to make them sitting ducks.
Claston 72 says, make sure you turn car off if you get out, John.
Thank you for the reminder. Appreciate it.
Justice Born 07 says, no activity.
Yeah, no, he's black. They're blacked out, so I'm not going to point out their locations, just in case. We'll just hang out in the area. How about that? Yeah, here's the thing, man. When shit goes bad.
Justice Born 07 says, cool.
Yeah, when shit goes bad, right? They can't, the C note shit goes out the window. You can't say C notes. You can't type in notes while you're chasing someone down an alley.
And Sorthpeng 8046 says, yes, they getting K9 I hear on scanner.
Yeah. Tow truck should be here. I saw him coming down the road. He should be up here now. So they're gonna...
Flint's underscore 991 says, what happened to the female?
I'm assuming
Justice
she's...
Born 07 says, how is your Only Scams account going?
Only scans? Oh man, I wonder, never mind. I'm not gonna say it, but that's actually a good idea.
For just for information, Sweeney K9 is not going to be coming out. We're not going to have any K9. 2 dispatch, if you could check back with Jackson Drone, get an update.
Yeah, they ain't giving up, are they?
Michelle 210 says 14.
Alright, they are still in the area, guys.
Michelle 210 says 12. Michelle 210 says 13. Z0er says damn no K9 still.
Because I'm not a complete asshole. I'm not gonna out their blacked
Michelle
out positions.
210 says damn phone.
I'm not gonna out their blacked out positions because I'm not a complete asshole.
Melanie Syop 1784 says I wonder if the lady knew he was going to run.
I don't know.
And there's no update with the drink.
Thirty-three, 34. Go ahead. Did you just pull over Victor Lincoln Robert, blue Camry? Yeah, fire on the center console of the flag. Didn't I? He had a handgun on the center console. Was it clear? I didn't run it.
Justice Born 07 says you better plan on making a only scans account.
Turn on Joe 6 here. No. The more narcotics.
More narcotics? I wonder if she had narcotics on her.
Justice Born 07 says did someone run?
Yes.
Here's the recopy guns. Got 66470335 reading 66473335. So just for further, that subject did still have his phone on him, so good chance he caught a ride.
What, me? Did have his phone on him, good chance he caught a ride.
No record.
Car's off.
Big Dave BCTX says, what kind of antenna do you use on your SDS 200?
Just the default one.
Justice407 says, hey cop, donuts are in the trunk. Davis_local says, I do too know if it's polite to ask about another man's antennae.
I'm trying.
Big Dave BCTX says, law, mind your business. Justice407 says, Peter, should I keep police?
Oh, scanner's dying. How you doing, man?
Justice407 says, where are they going?
I don't know.
Vanlom 2024 says, where are they going?
Don't know. I'm watching. You guys are listening to the scanner, right? Mine's going dead. Around, looks like around the 332.
Justice407 says, probably the donut shop. Michelle 210 says 10. Freakinstar says, must be a tip something about Freeport. Justice407 says he tried to hit you.
No, he didn't know I was there.
Classy 72 says there's a chance to let county know.
Yeah.
Davis_local says big job.
I knew he was coming.
Justice407 says I'm kidding. Justice407 says good boy. Blue BCTX says they stopped someone. It's not you know.
They stopped someone? It's not him? Okay.
I only saw one big corner. Yeah, no problem. Don't need anything to do with it.
Hey man, I'm driving that tonight, so don't shoot me.
That one?
Yeah, that one over there.
I was wondering where it was at. I was like, that's the target.
Yeah, no. The back window is broken out, so I can't drive in the rain. I don't think so. I think it just broke.
It's like something wrong.
Yeah, it has. There's glue in the back that it's a common problem. It just fell out.
It's a no.
Yeah. Oh. Me either. All right, let's get back. The block is definitely hot. Good to see you, man.
How you doing, buddy?
Doing all right. Let me check that tire.
Cover light, blackmail. 131 to 68. Clear and eligible for report. Insurance confirmed on that 2018 Nissan. This clear and eligible.
Better check the program. Make sure it didn't crash again. I think the county said they're back in, so. Muted again?
Bayou Preppers 1 says we are getting canceled.
No.
Justice Born 07 says John take the tape off our mouths.
I did.
Melanie Syop 1784 says I wonder if she's in the back of that Clue Cruiser.
That's what I was trying to see. I can't see. I could not tell. That's what I was looking for.
Claston 72 says did that county like you?
Yeah, they don't. I mean, none of them like me, but they tolerate me. I mean, a few of them might like me. I don't know.
Mustang Mike 9293 says charge the scanner.
Yeah, I don't have a scan. I don't have the cable for it in here.
Claston 72 says unlike Clute C no shift.
Oh, those guys like me too. They're just trolling. All right, they don't like me at all. No, they don't like me. They're not John fans. have the online scanner though. Well, we did. So I got all tangled up in cables back here. You guys think?
Melanie Syop 1784 says you should lock your door for when you get out of your vehicle, John.
Two days, elevator. We're gonna be out. The driver possibly bailed out before the crash. I'm gonna be deploying drones.
Melanie Syop 1784 says they do know who it is.
Wait. Someone else bailed out before the crash? We're going to be deploying drones?
And also try county, see if they can pull a canine.
Is that behind? Yeah, that's way behind. Okay, all right. Let me start it over. Yeah, that's way behind.
Left 56, I have your coordinates ready. 2950.070 north, 9432.437 west.
Melanie Syop 1784 says so they do know who it is.
Yeah,
I wonder how they found that out.
I'm sure the girl in the car.
Case number 25-1155-1155.
I'll put the VIN number on the next one. Case number.
Case number 25-1155.